So guess who dived back into the dating scene? Yes, kiddo. Your girl Liv is trying her luck with love again. Met this guy, Mike, the one I was talking about the other day? We had quite a blast at the city's planetarium. Imagine two grown-ups gasping at the constellations like little children. It was indeed a sight to behold. But what got me thinking was, we danced around, had heart-to-heart conversations under the stars, and it wasn't just about how attractive he looked, or how his laughter made all my worries vanish for a moment. It was beyond that, more about the shared values, our conversations about long-term goals. Isn't it strange how we always have this cliched image when it comes to dating? Like it's always supposed to be about those butterflies in the stomach or all that jazz about love at first sight. Poof, overrated, I say. Dating is indeed much more holistic, isn't it? Goes beyond the mere physical attributes and whirls around more profound values. Yeah, speaking of profound, our little chat group seems to be leaning that way too. The whole noises of the world conversation got me thinking. And sometimes the world's noise can be oddly comforting, sort of like a lullaby that sings you to peace. I mean, it comes with its highs and lows, but isn't that what makes life fascinating? And trust Carlos to go all philosophical with his coding strategies. Can you imagine our tech wizard trying to imbibe the teachings of good old Plato into his code? What a melting pot of ideas we are. Chakshurdian, and remember our life of the party tag game in college? Good times, weren't they? Carlos suggested we should have a reunion and play that game again. That game and the late-night stealthy visits to the canteen, what I'd give to relive those carefree days. Got all nostalgic now, didn't we? But honestly, these reminiscences are like the binding glue of our life. We might grow, evolve, but parts of us will always be that excited undergrad losing sleep over Plato and Aristotle. And isn't that beautiful? Noin. Boy, this chat turned heavier than I planned. Well, I gotta wrap this up fit in my run for the day. Gotta keep up with my fit and fabulous lifestyle, right? Saitamente. Just kidding, but really, let's catch up soon, all right? So, my artistic venture today was nothing short of a deep dive into the realms of aesthetics and philosophy. I spent the day developing photographic compositions using the golden ratio principles. Now, you're probably thinking, Liv, what does photography have to do with an ancient mathematical principle? Well, let me tell you, it's all about creating balance and harmony in a picture, similar to how the golden ratio is found in nature, architecture, and even our own body proportions. Each snapshot ends up being an amalgamation of science and art. I was actually discussing this with Jake, our fellow shutterbug, and it was amazing to spar on the intersection of these diverse fields. These kind of projects just make me love my job even more. It's not just about capturing moments or creating beautiful visuals, but pushing the boundaries of how we perceive visuals and, in turn, the world around us. Speaking of perceptions and worldviews, do you remember our group project back in uni? Nurbach. Yeah, the one where we had to bring together design, coding, and, of course, philosophy. Well, funny how it seems to be a common thread in our conversations these days. Even Carlos seems to be delving into philosophical coding strategies. Our tech wizard is trying to imbibe ancient wisdom into his ever-evolving algorithms. Isn't it ironic that Plato's teachings are echoing in the world of binary codes? Oh, and Emily mentioned trying out an Ethiopian restaurant. Sounds like a unique combination of spices, doesn't it? She has always been our culinary explorer, turning meals into globe-trotting, one dish at a time. Meanwhile, Lucas seems to be mixing colors and imagination for a beautiful children's book cover. Inspiring how we all find different ways to be creative, isn't it? Definitely makes our chat lively. Switching gears a bit, have you checked out the latest Coldplay album yet? Carlos has been tuning into it while working on his codes. Talk about a symphony of technology and music. Lucas and I are jamming to their track, Heart on Fire. It's something about that easy rock tune. Brings back so many good times from college. Amidst our hectic lives, these shared interests still bind us, and, boy, are they priceless. Funny how life evolves. We graduate, get jobs, grow up, but some things, they never change. It's like a part of us is still stuck in those dorms, jamming to Coldplay and debating over Play-Doh, still as priceless as back then. Anyway, I didn't realize how quickly time flew. Isn't it just crazy how technology is dissolving limits between fields? Shooting lasers, teleporting photons, immersive 3D environments. Sounds like Star Trek, right? But all happening right here in the good old 21st century. So today, my gang of tech wizards and I have been delving into the world of virtual reality applications for architectural rendering. Now I know you're wondering, Liv, what's that supposed to mean? Well, my friend, imagine designing homes, offices, even entire cities in a purely virtual environment. It's like doing urban planning, but instead of blueprints and scale models, you're navigating through 3D spaces, adjusting details here and there. It's like architecture, meets technology, meets video games, and boy, is it fun! Em and Michael were my partners in this tech venture, and I got to tell you, the dream team was on fire today. It was a sight to behold, just us, lost in this futuristic tech, planning cities that haven't been born yet, each idea coming alive in front of our eyes. It felt like magic. Personally, I'm intrigued to see the potential these technologies hold for the future of urban planning. While we were busy with our tech endeavors, our chat was buzzing with everyone sharing their day. It sounded as if everyone was busy with their own exciting projects. Carlos was looking for more ways to integrate AI into his work, trying to find ways to imbue a bit of his AI magic into the future of CloudSmart. Lucas had us all laughing with his AI remarks. That's the thing about Lucas. He can turn any chat into a stand-up routine. Secker. Meanwhile, Em drops in with her interesting new UX design project. She's one tough cookie, always working on the most compelling things yet remaining as cool as a cucumber. She didn't share any sneak peeks, though, but we all know she's cooking up a storm. The group had planned to watch the new Nolan movie over the weekend. Lucas gave it his seal of approval. Well, that means I'm watching it no matter what the critics are saying. So, yes, dear, our discussions just keep getting more and more interesting. It's like a mini reunion every day in that chat. Mart, now let me catch my breath. Pardon my rambling, but you know how I am with my words. Any hoot, that was my day in a nutshell. Traveling through virtual realities and planning cities in ones and zeros. Exciting or what?